Hi, good morning. A bit to our lecturer, Miss Nazria, our beautiful lecturer, and our classmates. Today, my friends and I, Mr. Wafiy, Mr. Irshad, and I, Sundaresan, would like to present on gender equality. First of all, why we choose that topic. We don't have to go very far. Let us talk in our own nation. In our nation itself, we take more priority or we look higher ranking on male rather than female. We think that male is much more worthy, better, stronger than girls, than ladies. That is the first mistake all of us do. We should give the same rights to everyone. That is what we need. Here, how to express on gender equality. What is gender equality? Gender equality is also known as sexual equality. Is the state of equal ease of access to resources and opportunities regardless of gender, including economic participations and decision making, and the state of valuing different behaviors, aspirations, and needs equally regardless of gender. As you can know, UNICEF says that gender equality means that women or men and girls or boys enjoy the same rights, resources, opportunities, and protections. It does not require that girls and boys or women or men be the same or they be treated exactly alike. That's another passage taken from ABC of Women Workers' Rights and Gender Equality. It states that gender equality between men and women, entails the concept that all human beings, both men and women, are free to develop their abilities and make choices without the limitations set by stereotypes, rigid gender roles, and prejudice. Gender equality means that the different behavior, aspirations, and needs of women and men are considered, valued, and favored equally. It does not mean that women and men have to become the same, but that their rights, responsibilities, and opportunities will not depend on whether they are both male or female. Gender equality means fairness of treatment for women and men according to their respective needs. So I like to say that we should give priority for female, the same goes to male. There's no anything says that male are much better than female. Obviously male are stronger than female, but if you say that females too give extra ideas and efforts to in this country, we should give the same rights, same priorities to females too. Therefore, I like to go to the next slide. This is how gender equality benefits everyone. These are the main points that we are going to express today to every one of you all. The first of all is it promotes agriculture and will reduce world hunger. That is our first point. The second point is expands labor markets and improves employment opportunities for all. The next point is in education it contributes to higher economic growth. Last but not least, in health it contributes to economic development. So these are the main points we are going to elaborate today. So stay tuned from us. Next, I'll call upon Mr. Wafiy to present. Thank you.
A very good morning to Ms. Nasria. So I am Wafiy and thanks to Sundaresan. So I'm going to present for the first point is to promote agriculture and will reduce world hunger. So as we know that women are the backbone of development, mostly in rural and national economies, and they comprise 43% of the world agriculture labor force, which rises to 70% in some countries. And for example, in Africa, 80% of the agricultural production comes from small farmers who are mostly rural women. Women comprise the largest percentage of the workforce in the agriculture sector, but do not have access and control over all land and productive resource. And we know that mostly women are the one who are involved in plantation and farming. And we know that in our family, women, as our mother, is the one who cook the food and prepare our food and else. And during the last 10 years, many African countries have adopted new land laws in order to strengthen women lands ownership right. So we want that women have equal rights to the men. So mostly men are more in the land ownership right, but we want to ensure that women can sustain in agroecology. So the next slide.
Listen.
Okay. So women play a vital role in advancing in agricultural development and food security. So for the past years, from a long time ago, women play a vital role in advancing agriculture development, which mean that they are mostly women are invented how to maintain the agriculture and how they secure the food from years to years, and they sustain. They prove that they are the one who they can sustain the food security. I will proceed to the next point. In health, it will contribute to economic development. So firstly, it will raise a nation gross domestic product by up to 4%. And next, differential economical and social consequences of illness and reproductive health need. And UNCID, which stand for United States Agency International Development. So they study on the case of development of countries, including how they sustain the economic development, and they said that half a century of experience has shown that health programs that address gender barriers improve development outcomes overall. It means that development of anything that regarding to our health lifestyle. And when women are educated and can earn and control income, infant mortality declines, child health and nutrition improve, agriculture productivity also rise, and population growth will slow, and economic will expand, and cycles of poverty are broken. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you all for being here for today's important discussion, which is about gender equality. So my name is Irshad, Khabir for Ismail. So I'm going to talk about how gender equality can expand labor markets and improve economic opportunities to all, which is it can boost economic growth. So we all know that women's labor force participation is lower than that of men. Moreover, women often work in the informal economy, are more likely to be unpaid for their work, and face significant wage gaps, which means they receive lower salary than the man does. So a recent report by International Monetary Fund highlights how this gender equality in the workforce can hurt our economic growth. So for this point say that productivity will increase if their skills and talents are used more fully. So this point explains that when we give more opportunities to women to work, so we can experience more talent, because there's much more different kind of gender place. And now to the next slide. So the economic benefit of gender equality are particularly high in rapidly aging societies, where boosting women's labour force participation could help affect the impact of a shrinking workforce. So that's why International Finance Corporation confirms that better employment opportunities for women can also contribute to increased profitability and productivity in the private sector. So nowadays, all of the private sectors has worked together to increase their women's workers in their company, so that they can improve the gender equality in their company.
Now, yeah. Alright, thank you to Mr. Irshad. Now we'll go to the third point, and it is in education it contributes to higher economic growth. The first supporting point I like to say is it increased educational attainment for women and girls accounts for about 50% of the economic growth in OECD, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries. Here, I like to say that in Asia itself and Pacific region, it has been estimated that between $16 billion to $30 billion is lost annually every year. It is lost as a result of gender gaps in education. People give more education to girls, to male than female. So as this gap, this affects. Next, interestingly, research also indicates that every single additional year of education for women of reproductive age decreases child mortality by 9.5%. Next slide. IFC, Women in Business program, which aims to generate ideas, best practices, and peer learning around women's employment. Now, let's see that the resulting Win-West coalition, it comprised of business leaders and IFC. IFC is next slide please. International Foundation Tatas. International Finance Corporation, that is IFC. Okay, it says that investment and advisory leaders, they give more to female, as it identified a number of concrete intervention, including target training, childcare support, health services, and alternative work arrangement that can enhance business performance and improve working conditions for women and men alike. These are the same things goes for male and female. They give the same priority for all gender. Thank you so much.
A conclusion. We often know that about gender equality means women, especially to women. Gender equality means women's rights. Like Hillary Clinton said, women's rights are human rights. But for us, I think gender equality is more than a goal itself, more than a woman goal itself. It is because for men and women, both. So it is a precondition for meeting the challenge of reducing poverty, such as increasing the economic development, promoting sustainable development, and building a good governance. So true gender equality means holding everyone accountable in the same way, regardless of the race, ethnic, gender, faith, ethnicity, or political ideology. A gender equal society will be the one where the word gender does not exist, where everyone can be themselves, which is human. That's all for us. Thank you very much.